during the initial courting process? And it's one of those questions you sit back and you say, well, that depends on where you live, depends on the culture, depends on the type of woman you're trying to take out, depends on the guy. We have a young lady. I want you to take a listen to this, and we're going to get back into this topic.
What dinner you having that's $400 the first night? What are you having? Okay, $400. Okay. What's a good price? Two to $400. Let me explain myself. $400 is actually very good for a date. Let me explain why. Because we live in 2022. When I break 100, it's done. When I go to a regular restaurant, like it could be a restaurant I go to, like in Canarsie, it'd be like 150, 200 for like two people. That's a regular restaurant. You feel me now? If we go to STK, if we go into Tao, if we go into Catch, if we go to this restaurant, it's gonna go like $200 to $400. But we are in 2022. A bill gonna pop out, and the bill about to be $200 to like $400. What is $200 to $400? If you can pay that, stay home.
Okay. So.
You know what I'm talking about? See how motherfuckers get beside themselves. Now there are women that go to work every day, bust their ass, and get into it. Which I salute anybody, male, female, just anybody that and I want it to be more widespread is the only reason I speak on this, that I think everybody should be getting top dollar for what they do. It's just money. It's just stuff. Give people all the money. I'm not selfish with it. Give everybody some money. I want everybody to have at least 100,000 on them. Who gives a fuck? It'll cut down on some. It'll cut down on some, bro. You just put 100,000 in people's pockets. It'll cut down on something. They can't buy guns and dumb shit. That is the only restriction. Give them money, but they can't buy certain shit. And if they do some funny shit, when you giving them 100,000, nigga, we take it away and we drop you off in Ukraine, fighting for the home team. But women that are dependent on a man working hard, robbing, stealing, killing, stock trading, or whatever the fuck he do to get his money, so he can take her out on a date, and she say, "What is it? Is it your money, or is it somebody else's money?" And money just equals their time and energy and effort and their specialty, which you had none of. You just a nigga like you. That's it. Ain't enough.
Somewhere there's a little bit of entitlement. Stay home. See, she wouldn't have said that. Would have been a little different.
Yeah, but you know what? I'm actually happy that she said that out loud, because there are so many women saying stuff like that to their friends, to each other, and she may be putting on, acting like she's one way, but she's really on the same page with a woman like that. The great thing about a lot of women like her is that they validate, they confirm what men already know. At this point in 2022, if you're a man and you're still out there trying to wine and dine women, you don't even know them, trying to get to know them, first dates, spending $200, $300, $400, $500, then you're signing up to play these games.
Imagine yourself 40, 50, 60 pounds lighter, and what it could mean to your health and happiness.
Just don't be surprised after spending $1,000, $2,000 on her, taking her on a couple of dates, and she's still telling you that she's celibate. Meanwhile, when she's done wasting your resources, she's actually messing around with somebody else, and he's not taking her on any dates. His date is at her house.
But realistically, like, let's say a city like New York, Atlanta, Miami, Chicago, Charlotte, Virginia, certain places, it's gonna cost. It's gonna cost. Like, if we go in right now to a steakhouse, let's just say we're going to a steakhouse. Yeah. The minute she sits down, the first thing they're gonna do is bring you water and bread. Boom, they sit in the water down. She said, "Oh no, could I get bottled water?" They said, "Well, we serve aqua panna."
$15.
20, the big bottle.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, all right, cool. That's a double bottle.
Yep.
Then she said, "Well, I like an appetizer. What you want?" "I want a crab cake."
$30.
Shh. crab cake by itself $30, $40, depending on where you at.
And
You
then-
already in the dollar.
At that point, I would stop her and say, what we doing after this?
You can't do that, man.
Yeah, I already told y'all ain't doing nothing. She's meeting up with the other dude after you at the house.
It's not about that. See, let's be for real. This is a serious thing because I'm trying to figure out something. Miss Shanika,
What?
a date with you and your guy, what does it cost?
Man, me and my best friend go and eat lunch every day. It's always $200.
Serious.
Wow.
Every day.
I went to lunch with you and your best friend one day, and they were acting like I was just like a visitor.
You thought they were taking advantage of you?
Man, they ordered so much food and drinks. It was just 3 of us, and when I got up, that bill had to be $700.
You took care of it.
Hell no. Hell no.
Got was already
I
up.
let them Stop listening.
First of all, everybody at the table were violent.
Everybody want bother, but I let them take care of that one that day.
By the way, he's talking to his co-host, Miss Shanika, in the background. She said that she and her best friend, they go out to lunch every day. They spend $200 every day. But one day, Jock went with them, and they was just ordering out of control. The bill was like $700. And respectfully, he made them pay for their own food.
Well, one thing we gotta remember is the cost of living has went up. So, I mean, we gotta remember, like you stated earlier, what the standard thing we want. You know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna, tell you I'm gonna spend $200 in a restaurant, and I'm gonna spend $200 to stay there today. Because, the average genuine person is only making $40 over there. And you gotta remember, gas $5 now, I gallon.
I know.
$200 in a restaurant for a crab cake.
Okay, well, but listen.
So I can take you to get a 4 for 4.
Yeah. You can go back to the house and go cook. And we do a little TikTok video. You gotta go back to the home.
Let's not act like it's just cheap to go cook now. Something worthy of eating anyway.
Come on now, so.
Thank you for the call. Thank you for your call.
It's better than investing $200 in.
Thank you for your comment.
So honestly, I don't think that it matters. As long as I have fun and we have fun together. Because you can go to Publix and go get a foot long and go get some good wine and a basket and some fruit, and we go to the park, and if I have fun, you spend what, $40, $50? I don't care.
You see what those two sisters just did right there who called in? They brought everybody back to reality. The way you hear a lot of people out here talking, it's like nobody's broke. But you know the numbers are not adding up. Average people don't make $100,000. They're making a lot lower. Everything is up now, from food to supplies, crazy gas prices, $5, $6 or more per gallon. All the restaurants increase their prices too. So I don't understand how average people will be able to afford to date these modern women.
It said $200 to $400. I don't really
Yeah, well, we don't
go out to eat with anybody that doesn't believe in fine dining. So if I think you don't believe in fine dining, I'm not going to eat with you anyway. I don't give a fuck. If you
Give me your take real quick, Sean. What's your take? How much should a man spend on a date?
Okay, so
First date.
first day, you should at least have about 200 to spend. I said 150 at first, but with inflation, 200.
About 200.
Yeah.
What about you, Miss Shanika?
about 200.
About 200. It depends on where we're going because if
Well, I would like for them to ask me where would I like to eat.
okay, so where would you like to eat?
Papa Do's off top.
We spending $350. Because if we drink, and if let's say we're not drinking to get drunk, we just socially drinking. Let's say 3 drinks. Even though 3 drinks is a lot, but let's say 3 drinks. Our 3 drinks, we already 100. We passed 100.
Yeah.
We already 130.
See, that's why I took my girl to Papa Do's one time. I found out her favorite meal, and then I got the recipe and learned how to cook it.
That's what a lot of smart people do, though. It saves a lot more
That's all
money.
you want.
Bro, I know your food don't taste like Papa Dough food,
Yes,
though.
it do, man. It's close enough.
Man, we gotta ask our
Papa
listeners. Papa
Papa
knows.
knows.
Well, hey, how much should a man spend on a date during the initial courting process?
My answer to that question is these days in 2022, in the times that we're in and what we're going through, I don't think you should be going out, meeting people on the first date, spending $200, $300, $400 on them. Unless you're in the 1%, you should really be focusing on managing your money properly right now. If you're making 40, 50, 70, even $100,000, you still should have a good grip on your money right now. And I think this goes for everybody. You have to find more creative ways to entertain people these days. Let's go ahead and get the conversation started below in the comments. If most modern women are expecting dates, that's about $200 to $400. Can your average man afford to date them? Special thanks to John R. from Texas. I appreciate you, John, for your support, as well as Paul and Dark Power. I appreciate it.
Yeah, man, that was just two stark contrasts that I like to have that conversation, like open the bitch all the way up, see what's really going on with our women. You'd be surprised. I'm telling you, you'd be surprised. Women you thought was just A1 stand up because she don't talk that much. She don't speak and utter thoughts out loud. So you think she's straight. Shitting me. We'll be at it.